Hello my friends, welcome back to Mama Magma Yoga. My name is Tamu and I'm here with an energy practice that is designed to help you break through to new states of being. So even though we don't really want to acknowledge it, a breakthrough is actually when growth takes place, when we have been able to amalgamate information, new information about ourselves, about the world, and we are able to change our behavior, our mindset, and move forward from whatever patterns we were exhibiting before. Breakthrough doesn't just happen magically. It's not a gift that the universe bestows upon you. The biggest kind of breakthrough that we are all experiencing at this time, in one form or another, is amalgamating all parts of ourself. In yoga, this is called tantra, where we are amalgamating and bringing into balance the divine feminine and the divine masculine. But we all know by now that it goes much beyond that integrating all parts of the self sees all parts of the spectrum of self. Self is an never-ending, ultimate creative beingness that has no limitations. The only limitations it has are the ones that we put on it. So as anyone who has done any kind of self-work, any kind of therapy, any kind of self-examination in their lives will tell you, it takes dedication to yourself and to your becoming to move through these breakthroughs, to exist in Tantra, to welcome and embrace all of the aspects of ourself that we don't want to look at and welcome them home. You have to be willing to lean in and notice your own behavior and pay attention to your body when emotion starts to move, when things feel off and you don't understand why, like when you feel sorrow or when you feel anger, or you're irritated, or you're short-tempered, or you're easy to cry. Those moments are your body signaling you, hey, something's going on here, you need to pay attention. This requires that we reframe our mindset, our beliefs around what the dark really is, what we consider to be darkness within ourselves and within others, what we consider to be evil within ourselves and within others, or what we simply see as the dark. Why are we so afraid of the dark? We're constantly trying to shine a light in the dark. But the dark just wants to be listened to. There is no part of yourself or others that is actually evil. Evil and distortion are places in self that have been denied and pushed away. Now, before you rail back at me, before you shout, no, but look at all the evil in the world, I want you to stop and really feel what I'm saying here. You were not born inherently evil or bad, but you have done some shit in your life that has hurt other people. Admit it, all of us have. Does that make you evil? Does that make you bad? When you are angry or sad, you are so for a reason. Everybody gets angry or sad or elated or emotional or whatever part of the spectrum of the human experience we have is because of some action, because something happened. And our bodies and our subtle bodies and our emotions and our spirits are feeling it, moving through it, the echo chambers of it, the sound vibration of that action, that movement. So when someone is angry, when you are angry, your body is telling you something is wrong here. You need to pay attention. You need to stop and listen. So when your body is sending you intense signal, when all of a sudden you feel things that you don't understand, what can you do? Well, first of all, the key is to notice where it's coming from in your body. Where do you feel the emotion? Is it in your heart? Do you feel knots in your stomach? Do you feel short of breath? Do you feel anger at the back of your heart? Do you feel sweaty? Do you feel a lot of emotion at the top of your throat? Now take a moment and really listen to what that part of your body, what that emotion is trying to tell you. What images come up, what memories come up, what thought patterns happen when you allow yourself to just simply turn around to that emotion, to that part of yourself, and say, I welcome you. I am going to listen to you. I'm going to honor myself by listening to what you have to say. If you allow yourself to do that, chances are that you are going to suddenly realize, oh, I'm missing a loved one that I lost a long time ago. I'm really feeling them today. Or my parent is really triggering me this way and they're not paying attention to my needs. Or this work situation is really frustrating. Or I experienced this trauma in my past. All of a sudden I'm triggered by this circumstance because my body remembers the trauma and it's responding in the same way. And that part of ourself needs to be told, you're safe, for one, you're safe now. And two, welcome home. I will take care of you. You are part of me. I love you. You kept me safe. In those moments, you probably need to spend a few hours letting yourself work through that emotion that just moved, of welcoming home that part of self and listening to the wisdom that begins to bubble up inside of you, what you know now, what you want now, how you have changed now, and where you are going. And after that, or during that process, you will find it helpful if you allow yourself to commemorate the moment a little bit. Write a poem, draw a picture, make a video, go for a walk to a special place, talk to a friend or someone that you trust. Do something that honors that aspect of yourself and gives that aspect of yourself a chance to really and fully integrate into you. And then realize that it's still going to take time. Things don't just happen like that. Even though it's called a breakthrough, and yes, when you integrate these parts of yourself and you go back out into the world, you are already doing so from a different place, a different timeline, a different aspect of yourself. But it's not like a light switch goes on or off. All parts of our psyche, parts of our bodies, the cells that remember that incident, the parts of our memory that hold that incident, the aspect of ourselves that endured all of that and carried it around with us for so long, need time to accept, relax, release, and detoxify that aspect of self. In yoga, this practice of examining oneself and being willing to integrate all aspects of self and doing the self-work is called svadhyaya. And so I hope that you embrace the svadhyaya. I hope that you see your triggers, see your anger, see your sorrow, see all of the within you as an opportunity to pay attention to and to heal all the lost fragments of yourself and bring those fragments of yourself back into your being so that you can move on, so that you can become who you are here to become. Thank you for joining me for this practice. I hope that it serves you well. I would love to hear how it goes for you, how your body responded, what you're working through these days in the comments below if you feel to share. And let's create a conversation. Let's invite community. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want more of this kind of content. And thank you for being here. I'll see you next week. I love you so much, my friends. Mwah.